You want to come back up here? There we go.
So this is Casper, the star of my underwater gator tours.
When I'm holding him like this and he's right by my face, he can literally rip my head off my body if he wanted to. But I have got him to not want to, and that's much more impressive. So when people are like, oh, you're like Crocodile Dundee, it's very reductive. It really oversimplifies things. The work that I do is so much more complicated. A normal work week for me is I'm handling alligators, I'm diving with sharks, I'm catching pythons and all this kind of stuff. And like any day out of my normal life is probably the most exciting day of anyone's normal life. So I'm born and raised in Florida, and ever since I was a little kid, I've always been around animals my entire life as far as I can remember. I grew up in the backyard catching snakes and frogs and lizards and everything like that. And
good job!
Didn't even do some. To say that, because a lot of people see me doing this stuff and they think I'm just some like dumb redneck, and I'm like, I actually have a degree, I have academic publications, and it's really just, it's all about wildlife and wildlife education. So that's my passion.
But there's nobody like me in the water with them getting photos. You know, there's nothing like this anywhere else.
Recognize that what you're doing today is in a controlled environment with a trained animal with an expert, and you will be behind a safety barrier. You are not now certified to go swim in the Everglades and be the alligator master, okay? Well, so one of the ways I like to say is people often think in extremes. Perfectly tame won't hurt you. The reality is in the middle. If you're smart and you keep your distance and you're respectable around them, then they'll leave you alone if you leave them alone. The state of Florida kills around 7,000 to 8,000 nuisance alligators every year. So people think of alligators as like a bloodthirsty killing machine that'll come running after you if they see you. Millions of people live alongside alligators every day in Florida, and they have no idea. Alligators are in all the lakes, all the canals, everywhere. People just don't see them. So they live everywhere there's water. And if they really want to eat people, you'd have people dying every day. Instead, you get more people dying from vending machines falling on them than alligators.
Good boy. Look at that, good boy.
Huh? This facility is a nonprofit wildlife rescue, so we have all kinds of animals here, but the alligators specifically come as nuisance gators. So they're ones that showed up in a backyard and things like this that are normally killed, and instead of killing them, we go out and we catch them and bring them here to the sanctuary. Because by law, once they cause a problem like this, they are either to be shot. So we try to give a home to them instead of having them killed. So when people see me working like with Casper, I've worked with him for many years. He has tried to bite me many times. And I have to train him to understand this is how this works. If you do it the way I want you to, I give you a treat, okay?
Yeah, that's how life works. I'd rather die doing what I love than die in a car accident working a job I hate and a life I don't enjoy.
Doing a dangerous job is dangerous, as the name says. And statistically, yeah, you're gonna get hurt. It's gonna happen. I have friends. I have one friend who got bit by one of the alligators he was working with. It snapped his arm right in half. I have another friend got bit in the upper arm. The gator ripped his entire bicep muscle right off of the bone. And they're not tame. They're real animals. They're wild animals. They're not pets. They'll never be pets. I'm very clear about that.
Okay.
My girlfriend works with animals too, and so we'll go out and we'll rescue gators together. I don't know if we're gonna have any kids, you know, maybe in the future, but I mean, if I do, I let them do what they want to do. I'm gonna introduce them to the animals, of course. If they want to, if they're interested in that, I'll teach them about it. If they want to go be a lawyer, then I'll be sad, but that's what they want to do.